Alright guys, welcome back. So I'm gonna show you guys my salad deck. It's not really too innovative. It's you can't really change the deck to build that much. But if you have been on the channel, you have well aware of how unconventional and not too standard that this deck is, because it's a high card count. Cause like I guess there's like okay, how many times have you like drawn a card you don't want, like it's like drawn a garnet, or you've seen your opponent draw the one that they need? Like it's super annoying, right? It's like, of course there's like a statistic guideline that you should follow to gain consistency, right? To optimize it. But like I'm not too peculiar about it. I'm not too fussed about it. Like I'm not too like, of course you can't completely ignore it and like just disregard it, because you can't do that, because otherwise any deck could be good. But like if you're accomplishing a similar thing of what your intentions are, then you should be okay. So like in my case, you see what I mean. Okay, so like let me get started. Okay, so you play debug because it's a 50 card deck, so you need as much consistency as you can. But it's not inconsistent because the cards that are in there are basically kind of identical. It'll make more sense later. Okay, debug. You play your Jaguar. You play Falco. This card's amazing. You play your Gazelle. Oh man. Okay, these are your ones. I was playing Triple Foul, for those of you that remember, but I ended up cutting it because like I wanted to like, so it's kind of odd. Like I would open up like Buffalo, and like I needed ways to make Mirage Stallion instead. Like Dweller's cool, but like you want to be able to go to Stallion because that's your consistency piece. Like that's how you consistently end on your boards. Whereas Dweller, yeah, it stops and it hinders like Orcus and Mirror Match, but like you would much rather have consistency over the Dweller, because you can still make Dweller, but you need to get through your consistency with Stelio. So play 3 Buffalo, you play 3 Foxy, you play 3 Spinny. That's very standard, right? So basically, right, normally this is the standard lineup, right? This is what you play. Anything apart from that, it's just very subjective, it's preference. But I'm playing more extenders. I'm playing triple backup and triple Shirokyber, because like since it's the higher card count, and since you're playing Desires, and since Nibiru is like this deck's demise, you need to find more ways to push past Nibiru, and you want to increase the consistency while increasing the card count. Because like if you increase the card count and put like cards that don't have synergy with what your deck is meant to be doing, then that's when it starts breaking. But since these are basically identical, like okay, let me examine. This is what I mean. This is Moroselia. This is Moroselia. This is Moroselia. This is. Does that make sense? Like they all contribute to doing the same particular thing. But what this does is, let's say you get a beard, right? Let's say you get a beard, right? This is all you have. This is one per turn. That's one per turn. There's no other way you can possibly make a Stelio. There isn't, unless you find a way to make a wolf and relink it and will it back. Whereas this gives you a secondary option to make your Stelio, which is what I like about it. Because all you need is 2 cards, and 3 cards can be anything else, right? Extensions or interruptions, interactions. So depending on how your deck is built. But I mean, this deck particularly, it's geared towards that, right? And the good thing I'm trying out now is I'm playing linkspider, because linkspider, it gives you the option to like push past Nibiru. So like let's say they Nibiru here, right? Like Nibiru this with this setup, you made your style with this setup, but then you get Nibiru, right? And the fact that you play this, it gives you another chance to try to continue your play. So you just go into linkspider because of the token they give you, and you specialist to the zone the linkspider points to, and then you trigger your archiver, and then you can just continue from there, compared to just ending your turn completely and like having an interaction, you know, and like hindering your opponent. It might not, because like hand traps are a bit like underwhelming at times. They can hinder your opponent, but they can't really fully like cripple them. Like it's in a weird spot. Like I don't know. It's a weird. Like it's weird. I don't know. Like you want something decisive, something that will be certain that you like Lancia to Orcus. Like that's a perfect example. You want something like that, because otherwise like you're just gonna lose. But yeah, and then you play your Nibiru, because like some people just decide it, but like this is like if you use it then you needed it. If you didn't use it, that means what you have is enough. And if it's not good, if like it's a contingency plan basically, and like you can easily side it out. Easily, games 2 and 3, side them out. If you don't need it, side it out. But like you, for games 1 and for like game 1, you don't want to get overwhelmed because your opponent did the Orcus board, and like of course against Orcus it's kind of like because they can still kind of like end on their babble and like have one either. But this does basically just it just gets rid of the IP. Yeah, basically even the IP or the Dingirsu. They basically got to choose depending on when you drop it. It'll give them that particular setup, but I don't know. I just feel like it's really good. Like it's for those overwhelming boards. I just can't really do it, but it's I guess it's preference, but I like it because like another issue that this deck has is like being in a situation where you don't know what to do. You either want to break their board and then not set up, but then that's how you lose because you had no protection. Or you can just like bounce one thing with Stalio and set like your trap and like have an Ash in hand or something, and then have that be sufficient enough. Sometimes it is, but most of the time it's kind of like you get overwhelmed, you know, like and that's kind of annoying. So what this does, it gets rid of all those bodies, and it gives them the one token, and then that's the one token that you need to bounce with Stalio, and then you're cleared. So you don't have to break a board. You don't have to like. You don't have to deplete your resources to like try to break a board. You can just like attack, get both your traps, get both your interactions, and just that's really good. And of course you have your Ash. Ash is just this is made for the deck basically. It's a fire. Then you have your Reborn. Really like another extension. It's good. Just take the Dingirsu, take the Mirror Match, take a Wolf, take a Gazelle. It's so good. Fool's Burial since it's a higher card count deck, so you need consistency cards, and this is basically basically anything. This is like a MST or a MST. It's a Archiver. It's a Spinny. It's a Gazelle with Will. It's a Falco. It's just so many things, and just not to play. It's just so good. Like it's so good. Like it's it's just so good. I really like this card. Then you have, of course, you have your Sanctuary. You have your Circle, and then Desires. Oh my god, this is so good in this deck because it's a 50 card count, right? So you like the fact that the minute you see one, it's like you just played 40 cards now because you got rid of 10. That's it. And the good thing about it is that you won't banish your one of as much, and the fact that you can resolve 2 Desires is insane because normally on the 40 card build you kind of can't because like you're already pushing it. Like that's like half your deck gone, more than half your deck gone because you're gonna draw 6. You're like draw 5 and draw 6 and you're thinning out as well, like, and then you're desiring again. Like, it's just a nightmare. Like I tried it with 40 card build and I didn't feel too comfortable. So this is basically what it is. This is the manifestation of how my my style of deck building is. Like feel comfortable with just this style. But yeah, like the fact that you can resolve 2 Desires is amazing, and it's not likely that you'll draw Desires off Desires. That just won't happen. Of course, there's a few games in the past, if you saw that I draw freaking open up 3 Desires, that was like unlikely, which is brings me to my point of like mathematically it's not meant to be happening, but it's happening, and it's just so irritating. So I just yeah, because I've been playing the game for quite a long time, so it's like you develop this like, okay, I'm over it already, like I don't really want to deal with that. So you just like it puts so much pressure on like having to nitpick and bring it down to 40. It has to be 40. It has to be 40. Of course, there's some merit to it. Of course, you can't disregard it. It makes sense. But like, I've gotten to the point where it's like I'm not too fussed about it. So yeah, it's just how it is. Like some of you might not agree with this because like you're still in that like that like it bugs you. Like, oh, it's not right. It's not symmetrically okay. It's not, you know. 3 Mind, of course, and 3 Will because it helps you push past Nibiru. It just recursion. It lets you go for OTKs. Yeah, it's just really good. And of course, you play triple combo the grave. Okay, this is another thing that's a bit different as well. Because like for those of you that are aware, I've seen this deck revolves already. You know that I max out on a trap. But because like I tried to build it and like a 40 card account and playing 3 of the traps. Because like I want to see the trap. I want to open the trap. Of course, because game 1, you know, like of course. It's like a 50-50, right? You either go first or you go second. And I kind of gear my deck to where if I go first, I want to be able to see the trap. And if I go second, then I feel like I don't know, I feel confident enough. Like if I lose game 1, games 2 and 3 are like they're winnable, because that's when you put in your side deck, and your side deck are very like if you built your own side deck, you will be confident that you made the right choices to, in case like I guess those scenarios that you might be in. Like if you're going against Orcus, okay, this goes against Orcus, so the odds are in your favor now because you put that particular side deck card. Same thing for them, but like it just gives you like a vote of confidence. Okay, yeah, I should be okay now. But like I geared it kind of to like where I want to go first, and even going second, it's not always too bad, because like I don't know, it's just like you either like you're gonna open up this as well, you're gonna open up Imperm, so you're gonna hinder them, so they're not gonna completely like end on their board that they're meant to be ending on. So it's like not too crazy. Of course, like you have the chances of like opening up like multiples of these, but that's why it's a high card count. That's why you play more cards of the same particular, like I said, like all these cards, they do the same thing. So it's like not too crazy. Like sometimes there's these plays where like you have to be aware of Nibiru. So like this, let me give you an example. Okay, let's say you go summon, so like this, like I've done this a few times where I just summon the Gazelle, send Falco, and like I could fully do the whole combo. Like I can go Stalio, but like knowing that if I do that play, my traps will be dead and I just lose. So like what I do is I'll just go effect, send this, effect the bounce back to the hand, special summon, link it away for double bailings, and set my both traps, right? Because that means like what out of frame, set my both traps, right? So you're like, where's the balance? So get have like a visual, right? Let me just hang on, just get set up. Let me easier this way. Okay, so like yeah, so like there was time where I open up like both traps on this, right? Like that's full combo. Like if you want to get greedy, you can go for the full Stalio combo. But like you have to consider like Nibiru is your demise. That's how you lose. So like you just go like this is what I'm saying, like little heads up plays. You can effects, send this, bounce this to hand, special this, effect. I mean link effect, relink it, right? Link the bail. And then you set your bolt traps, right? It's very conservative, but like the fact that you have the option to do that is insane. Because like also you have an Ash as well, you have Imperm as well, and then the reason you would do this is because like if they do have Nibiru, that means that to like they're not gonna pass again because you establish your stuff, so they want to try to bait everything out. Because like if they don't, that means you have your roar, for next turn to negate the Nibiru. But like odds are they're gonna push past this, right? And then that's fine, because that means they established their own board. They either set up their wolf, they set up they set up their Orcus board. But then now, if they want to use Nibiru, they're gonna lose their resources as well. Does that make sense? So like doing little things like that make a big difference of how the game is dictated. And then the following turn you just draw, and then you can do it. You know, like because at least you won't be losing as much as same as them. And but yeah, like of course, yeah, like I said, like you have the chance of like drawing multiples of these, like, but that's like I don't know, like I'm not really too fussed about it because it doesn't really happen too often. Like it hasn't happened too often. Like one thing that has happened is I draw triple will. Like that's the worst. Like if I draw at least the traps, like at least one Cyberburst lets them both be live. Like that's what's crazy about it. Just one Cyberburst makes them both live, and that's insane. You have a negate anything and a popper. Like that doesn't target. That's crazy. And the good thing about side decking is it's super easy. You take up 2 of each trap and on 2 will, like that's all you do. And the side decking becomes so stressful, like because the side decking is stressful sometimes. You don't know what to take out. Like oh my god, I might need this. But doing this is like this way. You just keep one of each, right? Where's the will? You just keep one of each, and you take these out. And depending if the matchup needs it or not, you take out the Nibirus. Or you take out the Quabble of the Graves if like you're playing into like a backward deck. But yeah, like I don't know, it's crazy. It seems like kind of weird, kind of funky. But like I'll put the decklet, the live duels, so you can check it out, and you get like a feel for what I'm talking about. It's like it's insane. Cause like it's this crazy where I would open up both 2 traps, right, and they're both dead. Okay, one's dead, but like still like I would go okay, I'll do that, right. and they'll like pop it, or like I'll set it off like reincarnated thing. They'll pop it, and okay, that's fine. And then they would not expect the second one. Like, what the fuck? It's just that alone is priceless. And then the fact that you can have set 2, right? Negate on their turn, and then have another one. They do not expect it, and then have it ready for your turn. Like it's so good. It's so good. Like, of course, like the paranoia sometimes like kind of drives you away. Like, oh damn, I don't want to draw this. So you want to reduce the chances of like of seeing multiples, right? But like sometimes you even if you play these at 1, sometimes you just draw all 3 of them together. It's like what, so like it defeats the purpose of what you try to like avoid. But yeah. Anyways, let me show you the extra deck, because the extra deck is kind of like pretty standard. But like, let me show you the linkspider, because that's the one thing I want to talk about, because I really like it so far. Like it's pretty cool. So you play, of course, nothing too crazy. It's basically standard. It needs 2 Salia. Triple wolf, triple links, this, and the linkspider for the Nibiru. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. Wait, I almost didn't show you guys the thing, like basically the whole concept. I'm pretty sure you have an idea of how it is, but like let me just show you. Let's say the Nibiru, right? Let's say you like did the standard play, right? You did this play, right? And then you have like these 2 hands. Because this you'll have this as an option, right? So let's say you do your standard play, you go dun 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 dun, phalanx. Right, you do this. You search your field spell. Where is it? Field spell. Right, and then you summon this guy, and you send your trap, which ideally like the scenario, right? You send like, let's say you send that, and then you go activate, right? Overlay. Boom, and then Nibiru, right? That's most of the time that's when they're gonna Nibiru you. Sometimes people might just like wait for it, you know. But odds are that's when they Nibiru, because that's like, why would you let me get to like a Jaguar and have the fact that I might have Will and Jaguar be live, you know? So why would, like, it doesn't make sense. Or sometimes people just do it during the end phase, but like I don't know. I guess it varies, but anyways, most time when I've been Nibiru, it's always here. So let's say it's Nibiru, right? And then they give you like a token, right? They give you a token. They always put it there, like here or here. They always put it there. And then okay, you just like away the token. It's okay, thank you. And then you put it there. And then since you play these, then you just summon it here, and you trigger this. And so you haven't used Cialo's effect. You summon it there, right? And then you just do it. And then you just continue. You just continue. You just play it around the brew, like easy, like there. And you bring out your Jaguar. And the good thing about it is you keep using it. So if it keeps happening, you just keep doing it. Watch, show me. So you go like this. Make it a wolf. And Stalio bounces the linkspider, right? And then you relink the wolf. And then you add back. Or if you're scared of imperm or whatever, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. Just add it back. And activate wolf. Jaguar. For this. Depends. Add back your this. See? Boom! Look, that's how you play Nibiru with linkspider. But that's basically the game. Yeah, I almost didn't show you guys, but that's the whole purpose of it, basically. And of course, you can also play. I was playing this card as well because it's another way to do it. It's like it plays around Dark Elm B1. It forces out like the IP, like sometimes they don't like want to do the IP yet. Like they're very precise in when they want to use it. And then you just go Balinks, you go effects, pop, right, and then chain, and I don't know. But it seemed like a bit much at that point. But it's gonna be it. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? That's gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching.